being single and how it's been being single and just like my experience. That's like the topics I want to like discuss in this video, along with other things, just random things I'll throw in there too. But first, like, I just can't. Okay. And I'm just gonna let that kind of do its thing. I'm gonna take off the glasses eventually, but I need them to see. So, okay, so let's start off with a good one. Are you in any relationship and will you marry someone? Your advice to newly divorced women who are going into the dating scene. This is the one I really wanted to talk about. So say if like getting into divorce, I feel like it's pretty traumatic unless like, you know, you processed it for a while. But for me, for instance, it was pretty traumatic because I, you know, bought a house at the time with my husband and didn't see that coming at all. It was just like took me by surprise for sure. So my advice, honestly, for both, I would say just take your time and just like be by yourself for a minute. And that doesn't mean like be all bored. That means just like take a second. I'm gonna go ahead and start priming. So I use the NYX Plump Right Back primer. So I guess I'm just gonna speak about what I kind of wish I did. So what I wish I would have done right after like finding out everything and like processing the situation, I wish I would have just like kind of like really focused on myself and like did things for myself without needing to fulfill myself with a partner, another partner. But that's just the way I dealt with it because I feel like I suffered from really bad codependencies. Like really truly in my heart, I did not want to be alone. But I wasn't lovable at that time. Like I didn't even love myself. And with that being said, how the heck am I gonna expect someone to love me the way I needed to be loved? Because I didn't even love my dang self. I should have worked on like, okay, I need to like build myself up, I wish I had like, honestly, I wish I did have family. Like recommend just like hanging out with them, really like processing your feelings and just let them support you during such a different time in your life. So yeah, my biggest advice for women going out of a long-term relationship, a marriage, even a long-term relationship, I would say just focus on yourself for at least 8 to 9 months. Like 6 months, you're like already starting to heal a lot. I feel like 9 months is like a good time to be like, okay, I kind of know what I want in a relationship, if that's what you want. If you just want to be single and enjoy being single, all the power to you. I feel like I'm a relationship type of girl. I gotta put these back on so I could actually see how I'm doing the eyebrows. Do you want to mess those up? So a lot of you guys asked, I am dating. I've been on several dates. I feel like I'm getting more experience since so like after Eric, I went on like one date, and then the second date I went on is when I went into a relationship. So I really haven't had much experience because I was in that on and off again relationship for so long. I think that relationship was like 2.5 years. We were on and off for a very long time. There's so much work, even dating's so much work, especially if you're like continuing to date like the same person over and over, you know, and that kind of will turn into a relationship. I just think it's just so much work. And I think I've been going into these dates kind of just like wanting to like meet new people, but honestly, I don't think I'm in the position of like taking anything seriously right now. So taking it day by day. And it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie. I actually love dating. Like it's so fun. Like the adrenaline rush is like so fun. Picking a cute outfit, having getting the reaction, just like flirting, talking to people. It's really fun and it's a new experience for me since, like I said, I've been in such long-term relationships and I don't know what it's like to be single. I keep putting these back on because I cannot see. And then, okay, so this next one, are Eric and you trying to work things out? A lot of you guys seen that we hung out recently. That's the thing when you have 4 kids with somebody, when you have kids with somebody in general, like it's not going to be World War III. I was even trying to make it World War III. That was such a tongue twister for me. I don't know why. But I already knew we were gonna be cool eventually. I mean, okay guys, so I'm about to make myself a little lunch. I need a little midday pick-me-up, and I wanna put you guys on my new favorite thing that I've been using in my cooking. Say hello to Graza. So this olive oil not only looks pretty, it also tastes amazing. and it has been a staple in my house to make some really bomb food. So I use this Sizzle extra virgin olive oil for all my meats and rice, and it adds so much. Also, Graza is the highest quality olive oil, but at an affordable everyday price. And Graza is unbelievably delicious and noticeably way more delicious than any other olive oil brand out there. And it also costs way less than any of the other fancy stuff. Also, always fresh and never blended. So if you guys would like to try the best olive oil, Graza, definitely check it out by using the link in the description box down below, or you can scan the QR code here on the screen, or you can check it out at your local Whole Foods. And yeah, enjoy, guys. Thank you so much to Graza for sponsoring this video, and let's continue on with this Q&A. I mean, we have children together. I just feel like he took that video in such a wrong way when I was just trying to like protect myself. I didn't say anything crazy about him. I didn't bring up our relationship. And I just also wanted to say this: if he thought it was so bad, he would not want to hang out with me. Also, he used to always take my pictures, like, and he's a really good photographer. And I missed getting my picture taken. So I asked if he could take my pictures, and he said yes. And we also hung out. Nothing romantic, nothing at all like that. We're cool. We talk about our kids, and nothing crazy, nothing weird, nothing like that. I don't see me and Eric ever being back together. The ship has sailed, it's continued to sail, and I'm just happy for him with whatever his journey he's on. And I'm just happy that we're not like trying to kill each other, you know? And we're not like blasting each other online. Yeah, he's also showing up for his kids. He's been showing up for his kids for a little bit now, so I'm really proud of him. And I really hope it continues like that. And I really hope he always puts our kids first. Okay, so now I'm gonna do foundation. I've been loving the Hourglass foundation stick. I'm in the shade Buff. I've been using the same foundation for so long, and I'm surprised that I love this one. You can like build up the coverage. I'm gonna do like a really light coverage, so I don't feel like being cakey today. But if you want that like full coverage, this definitely gives it to you. Okay, so foundation's on. I'm gonna put blush and bronzer on in a second, but let's answer another question. So single mom to single mom, what's the hardest thing to deal with and overcome? So I would say just figuring out life as an individual, just like being stable as a single mom, like truly like a single mom with like no help from anybody. That's the hardest part. Financially, routines and everything. Like genuinely, like I'm not super mom, you guys. I look around, and this is the reality of being a single mom. I look around my house and there's always something lacking. And in my anything, like imagine, like I'm not superwoman. I feel like I look around my house and I'm like, something's always dirty. I need to like buy groceries, one-on-one time with my kids. I need to work. There's just a crazy amount of things that you will always feel like you're like never doing enough of. But that's where we have to be gentle with ourselves, because we're just one person, all while trying to give our kids like a normal childhood, a good childhood. Thankfully my kids are getting older. My baby's gonna be 5 this year. It's just beautiful to see, and they're getting so much easier. And maybe they're getting easier, or I'm just becoming better at like dealing with everything. Time is, you know, time is beautiful because you learn so much. But truly, don't be hard on yourself. Even with moms with like husbands that help, I feel like it's just such a normal feeling to like always want to do more and be better. And that's like where I'm just giving myself grace. So a routine is definitely going to be your best friend. You really have to plan your days out to make the most of it, because genuinely like time is just like slipping from me all the time. Okay, so I use the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy, and then I like to go on top with the NARS liquid blush in the shade Bubbly. So blush is on, and now I'm going to put some concealer. I love the Hourglass concealer in the shade Fawn. It's so pretty. It's definitely not like a light consistency. You can definitely build this up. Pop that on underneath the eyes. Just like in these areas too. Okay, so the base is looking really nice, and we're getting it together now. Also, I got a lot of questions about my hair, what products I use, and tips I have to grow out your hair. My biggest tip is just don't cut it, you guys. Don't put too much heat on it. Maybe wait like a year to cut it out, especially if you have shorter hair. Wait like a whole entire year. Like, let's see how long your hair can grow. Of course, heat protection is a big one. You know, try not to apply too much heat. Also, if you're bleaching your hair all the time, just know you're gonna have like some thinning, you're gonna have breakage. That is what I'm currently dealing with my hair right now. I bleached my hair last year. It's been probably like a whole year now since the last time I did my hair. My hair is doing whatever it's doing. It's giving whatever it's giving. I'm not super proud of it, but it's healthy, and it's the healthy it's been in over a year, because the last time I bleached my hair, it was falling out. It was just falling out, and it's still kind of falling out and breaking, more breaking, but not as bad as it was before. It's definitely gotten a lot thicker. I'm not planning on cutting it anytime soon. I definitely will trim it up myself here and there. I've definitely trimmed it already a few times by myself, but I'm not like getting layers. I'm just letting it all grow. Also, if you have nice thick hair right now, like medium length, long, short, don't get like the wolf cut layers, because I regret that so bad, because it's like so thin at the bottom, and it's still kind of thin at the bottom. So right now my hair journey is just to keep growing it, let it be healthy. I'm not trying to put any bleach on it, even though I want to color it so bad. I want to brighten up the pieces up here, but it's not worth it. I'm not doing that. A little longer until my hair is really healthy, then I'm gonna go ahead and like ruin it. The products I use, I'm gonna like go and grab them real quick so I can show it to you guys. Pureology, I switched over to like a better shampoo and conditioner because I feel like my hair was getting so dry. Like I said, I had some bleaching done to it, so I upped the shampoo to make it a little bit, just to help my hair even more. But I don't skimp out on like hair mask. I hair mask maybe twice a week or once a week at least. I like to put rosemary oil on the scalp sometimes, oil at the ends when it's feeling a little dry. Let me grab it real quick. But I use this one for a blowout. So this is the Protecting Silk Blowout, quick drying. It's heat protection, and then I also like to use the Color Wow on my hair when I do wash and blow dry it, because I do always wash and blow dry my hair. It looks really cute for a few days, and it kind of just does its thing without like me having to put too much work into it. It's like a lot of work to like make it look like this, but once it's done, and I don't have to deal with my hair for like a few days. Also, every time I post Emma's hair, I always get questions asking about like her hair care routine. Her hair is so thick, and her hair is hair gold. And that's also due because she's, 10, and then also she's never bleached her hair, so her hair's in like pristine condition. She doesn't apply heat. She shampoos and conditions every other day, and I put some like conditioners at the end. I like to do her hair in braids, a lot, protective styles like that, and just growing it out and not cutting it. She really only has like a haircut every once a year, so you don't need all those haircuts, you guys, especially if you're trying to grow it out. If you want medium length hair, definitely cut it, it's fine. But if you want long hair, don't cut it cut it like once a year if you have to. If only the sun would just stay with us, like, oh. Okay, so I did the liner, just little wings today, nothing too crazy. Now I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia brow gel. Looks like these. It's just a clear one. Okay, so all of like the creamy, liquidy stuff is on the face. Now I'm gonna use like powders. So I've been loving this House Labs blush. It's so pink. It's in the shade Dragon Fruit Days. Very, very pink, so and very pigmented, so you gotta be super light-handed with this. Just put that on the apples, or like the high points of my cheek. Also, I'm using Emma's lash color. Her lash color is by Wet n Wild, and it works so much better than mine. Mine was like 20 bucks. Okay, so this is the primer I like to use by Essence. It's just the Volume Lash Booster Primer. Also ignore my crusty nails. I know they're bad. I need to like take them off today because I have a nail appointment on the 25th. They're literally crusting and embarrassing me every time I have to like show my nails to the world. So I'd rather just have no nails. Okay, so while the lashes are marinating, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of definition underneath my eye. We're gonna be just the black shade right here. And I'm using like this type of pencil. And I'm gonna go underneath the waterline. Okay, and then just now zoom in. And then now for mascara, I'm just using the Maybelline Sky High Sensational Mascara. I'm gonna get rid of all this white stuff. So I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury in the color Pillow Talk on the lips. All right, and then for like the shade, you guys, I use the Benefit lip tint. Going over it with the Rare Beauty highlight and accelerate. I always like make it with like the most hardest like pronunciation like words, extravagance and stuff. It's like, dude. And then I'm just gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury and airbrush pressed powder and kind of just set everything in like so. So hopefully I answered most of your guys' like favorite questions that you really wanted to know. And yeah, it's been fun hanging out with you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one with better nails, hopefully. Bye.